Portions of the following program may have been pre-recorded.
I got a question. Kenny, back in the day, were you WCW or WWF guy?
Oh, WWF back in the day. Like, I'm talking like 80s back in the day.
Yeah.
Once the wars started, then I was partial to WCW. I always loved Kevin Nash and Chris Jericho, and like they were just funny.
Yeah.
Like entertainment value. But of course you had Stone Cold and The Rock and DX and all. Like, it was insane what was going on in the Monday Night Wars.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the storylines that you had, the characters you had. Like, yeah, we'd go back and forth. We'd watch the first hour of WCW Nitro, and then go to Raw and back and forth.
Yeah.
And someone would tape one, and someone else would tape the other, so in case you missed anything.
In those townhouses, I was WWF guy, but my buddy, his family was from West Virginia.
So they were WCW.
So he would call me during the WCW commercial breaks, be like, all right, here's what's going on. We got Kevin Nash. And he would tell me, and then when WWF was in commercial, I would call him, or we'd yell at each other you got to say that. Like, we're screaming at each other. But yeah, no, it was such and we'll never get back to that. It'll never be like that again. But it was so cool because, like, the thing that I missed the most after a pay-per-view, you don't know who won.
Mm-hmm.
You had no idea.
You had no idea.
You go to school the next day, and you're sitting there and like you're talking with friends. And you're like, well, who do you think won? Mm-hmm. Like, well, we're gonna know who wins because it's whoever comes out first.
Unless someone actually got the pay-per-view,
right, yeah,
right.
You know?
And then,
but everyone was always bullshitting everyone anyway, so
right.
you never really knew.
Right. And then you know,
you missed it. Stone Cold pulled out a fucking shotgun.
Right. And you wait, and you remember that intro with the, and then WWF pops up, and you're like waiting. You're like, okay. And then the person's music hits, and you're like, hell yeah, they won. But they come out, and there's no title. You're like, son of a bitch, Triple H did it again. Damn it. And The Rock's pissed off because DX cheated, and you're like, they can't keep getting away with this. Like, how I understand Vince is Stephanie's dad, but how is Vince not mad about this? I don't get it. And then Mick Foley's there, and you're like, well, Mick's got to win the chant. And then Mick Foley retired. Everybody cried. They were making the signs Foley is God. And then Linda, with her great enthusiasm, Mick Foley. Everybody starts
pretty
freaking
good
out.
Linda impression. I'm not gonna lie.
If you remember, I'm part owner of this company. You're like, okay. And that's why I'm bringing back Mick Foley. And then Jared's like, oh, my God. That son of a bitch, he's back. God damn it, King. What are we going to do? Ah, ah. He's just screaming in the corner.
Puppies.
God. It was so good. But yeah, that was my favorite because I just remember that anticipation. You're sitting there at lunch, and you're like, so who do you think won last night? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Like, it would be such a serious, like, tone to it all. It's like, I don't know, Triple H might have done it again. He probably screwed somebody over. And we're like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. It's The Rock, guys. Like, it's The Rock. You can't just get away with that. It's The Rock.
So when you first bring up WCW or WWF, I go back to the 80s where I never really saw WCW growing up because I was a teenager by the time the Attitude Era hit.
That's cool.
So growing up for me was Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper. I was never a Hogan dude. Never a Hogan dude until he turned heel.
He gets it.
But it was always Roddy Piper. Roddy Piper. Loved Roddy Piper. And then Macho Man. Oh, yeah. But I never really saw Flair until Flair came to WWF.
With the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that Royal Rumble, I saved up to get that Royal Rumble. I saved up. I gave my mom like $30 in quarters. Like, it was like a lot of quarters, like his bags of change.
That's cool.
And she finally let me get it, and that was the only one I was ever allowed to get then after that. But it was awesome. But yeah, and then the WWF magazine with the pictures of Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, and then they Photoshopped Flair over. Like, so she was mine first.
Which still, what a great idea.
Yes. Oh, so good. So good. So I go back to that, and
That's
back
cool.
then, for the most part, it was only Saturday or Sunday morning that we were able to watch, and it was the superstars, and it was like matches from this. One match from this area where they filmed, one match from this area where they filmed, and so shit would happen at live shows that no one ever saw.
Right.
You know, so it was like someone would win a title, and then the next show they'd lose it. So
Yeah.
when you're back to Saturday or the pay-per-view coming up, they still got the title, you know, and they just pretend that never happened. It was crazy back then.
That's
Can't do
cool.
that now.
No. Well, but the big one was Samoa Joe when he lost his belt in NXT at a house show.
Did he?
Everybody lost their shit about it. Everybody. And then like the next week, Samoa Joe was on Monday Night Raw. It was something. It was.
That sounds right. I just don't
Yeah,
remember.
I don't
just-
remember.
I just remember the people on the internet losing their minds, and I'm like, who gives a shit? Like, he lost his title. It means he's coming up. Like, the guy was in TNA for how many years? Like,
Yeah,
he was
I've got
a main.
over 40 years of wrestling that I've watched.
That's
you know?
cool though, man.
And there's also times too where I end up taking like 2 or 3 years off and I don't watch anything, which I'm kind of in that right now, except for I see highlights and then if I see something like Danhausen, every time I see Danhausen, I got to go find the full segment.
Yeah.
You know, I'll watch that full segment. So there's a lot of guys where and girls too, where I'm just like, I don't even really know who this is, and they've won like 3 titles already.
That's-
You know, and it's like, man, I don't.
That's
really know.
how I was when Cena started coming up.
Yeah.
Because like, I tried. I was out of it for like 5 years, and I tried watching it, and I'm like, this is the guy that talks about nuts on your face? Like, why? What are we
That's
talking?
me.
I'm like, what is this? I don't even because I didn't like Cena. Like, like I didn't like the yeah. Like I didn't like that. I'm like,
the thugonomics.
yeah, I wasn't a fan of the thugonomics, and it's
Word
like,
life.
yeah, I just.
Basic thugonomics.
I never liked it, and I just stopped watching, and then I watched for a little bit when Punk was around.
Punk was
like that-
so good
That
back
first
in the day.
back in the
Dude,
day,
so
yeah, I
good.
agree. Back
I mean,
in the
I
day.
like him
You
still
and your
now, but
fucking
he's
Punk hate.
nowhere near what he was, and no one's ever going to always be
No,
what
yeah.
they were. I still like Punk. I
I'm
love his
over it.
I love his wit. I love the shit that he says. I'm always going to be a fan of CM Punk. Back in the day, though, with the
It was
Straight Edge
different.
Society,
Yeah, it was different.
Oh, dude, I went to a lot. That was one of my first shows I
he
went
was
to.
torturing Dominic Mysterio when he was like
Oh, yeah.
6
Right.
years old
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever. Dude, it's so good.
Like that's good CM Punk. I don't like the CM Punk now because it's like, okay, dude, we get it. Yep, yeah, no, you're from Chicago and you're the toughest. Yeah, no, we got it. Okay. And
you hate everything
just-
he does now, though.
no, what he did on Monday making fun of Roman was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Okay.
I watched that. That was good. That was good.
I was
Calling
ready
out
for you to
TKO.
shit on that.
No, calling out TKO. That
Getting
was
choked up.
You all right? You want to calm down over there?
No.
Go eat an ant, bitch.
Come on,
but
calling McAfee McAfee. That's
good.
funny.
That was good.
That's
that was
funny.
funny. But my problem with CM Punk is it's not convincing anymore. Back in the day, I knew if somebody
It
walked
never
up.
really was.
Well, no,
Come
but
on.
what
This
I
is
mean
pro
is
wrestling. You have to suspend disbelief.
No,
Do
if
you
somebody-
really think CM Punk ever had a shot against anyone like The Undertaker,
No.
or anyone like Brock Lesnar?
No, I mean
but
when
you-
he would
you'd
when, in a
suspend
promo.
disbelief.
In a promo, I'm saying I would believe him. I don't believe him now
Because you
when he
choose
runs his
not
mouth.
to.
No, because it's not
You
convincing.
you approach it too cynical with him. He's the only
do.
one that you
You
approach
do.
too cynical with.
No, it's not true.
Okay, who else do you approach too cynical with?
What, that I don't take seriously? There's a lot.
Every time, like, he can miss one move in the ring, and granted,
He's a bum.
Oh, okay.
he's
hold
nowhere
on.
near where he was.
How about Finn Balor?
Yeah, I don't like Finn Balor.
Yeah, and I rip into Finn. You were
Finn
at an
Balor
event.
Never
Hold on.
really had anything.
You were at
No.
an event where he fucked up, and I called him out to the point it was Monday Night Raw. This is actually really funny. First of all, the production team is down in front of us. They fuck up. I start screaming at him. I'm like, damn it, hit the switch. Hit preview, then view. Preview, then view.
I bet
And-
they loved you.
and they get it right. So then Finn Balor completely fucks up this spot. And I start screaming, I'm like, son of a bitch, Balor, set it up and do it again. And like 30 seconds later, they set it up and he does it again. And I go, that's the one we'll use in the promo. Great job. You did it. You did good. You did
It
great.
makes you wonder if they heard you and thought it was the production crew yelling at them.
That'd be hilarious.
Because that's not something that a normal
That's-
fan would
you know
just
what,
yell.
that's
you know,
true.
set it up and do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
was-
we gotta
I
set
mean,
it up and
it
do
was-
again. Did you hear them?
it was
Someone
really
said it. I
bad,
don't know.
though.
Just fucking do it. You
Just
know?
It was really bad. Like it was a complete, like not like a whiff. It wasn't even a botch. Like no, like
Yeah.
he straight up
It
missed.
happens.
No, it does. It
It
does.
just
but
happens a lot with Finn Balor.
Really? That much?
Oh, I hate that.
It's like LA Night, man.
Yeah,
He's had some bad luck.
I love LA.
I do too.
And I
Yeah.
can't defend it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't defend him anymore because
know.
it keeps happening.
It sucks. It sucks.
What was the Elimination Chamber?
Oh yeah.
When he hopped up there and then he
He
falls
missed the
down,
rope.
and you're like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, damn it, we want you to be champion.
falls all the time. He's like always tripping over shit. Like
Yeah.
losing his balance on the ropes. Come on, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. But yeah, that sucks. Finn Balor, I don't think ever really had
My problem.
and part of his WWE run was part of that time where I would take a break.
Well, plus
too.
he was injured.
So and the injury too.
Yeah,
Because
he
that's
was
right.
always
That's
injured.
right. Because when he first got there, he ended up winning that title
Yep.
and was hurt.
What
And then had to
bothers
vacate
me?
it.
Yeah, he was the first Universal champion.
Universal,
What
yeah.
bothers me about Finn Balor, and I've gotten into arguments with people about this, where I'm like, I don't want to hear about how good he was in NXT.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I go, Johnny Manziel was good in college. It doesn't mean he's good in the pros. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about, well, you should have seen him in NXT. You should have seen Tim Couch and Johnny Manziel in college.
That's how
It
I feel
doesn't
about
mean
Browns
shit to
fans
me.
every year, Jake.
See, the thing is people will be like,
Yeah,
people
because
will say
I
that
sit here and
shit,
kiss the
though.
Browns' ass. Got it. Okay.
But people will say that shit though, or you should have saw him in NXT. But there's nothing I've ever seen in NXT that look anything like, say, Chris Jericho in WCW.
Uh-huh.
You know, like
Yep.
before Jericho became Y2J,
It's like
when he
watered
was the
down.
Lionheart. You
Yeah.
know, he was green, he was new. You know,
Yeah.
like he had some experience
Yeah.
at least before WCW and ECW a little bit. But he was, as far as being on TV
Yeah.
weekly, he was green and new and just killing it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's shit that, you know, you don't see anything like that from
That's-
any of these people.
yeah,
like
that's what
the
bothers
last,
me about
last maybe would be Bray Wyatt. Like when he first came out, like
Yeah.
he was
It was new.
like, I'm not talking
Yeah.
Husky Harris. you
No,
know,
no,
but
no, no.
when-
I am.
Yeah, I mean, I liked Husky
Big Husky
Harris.
guy.
Yeah, but there was nothing to. There was no
Yeah,
gimmick
yeah,
there.
there
There was
was
nothing
no-
to it. You know, Bray Wyatt,
Yeah.
dude, he took that ball and ran with
Yeah,
it.
he did.
That
It was
was
good.
a talent. That's
But
so
that's-
sorely missed.
It's just so watered down. Like, what's his Obafemi? Is that
I can't stand over
yeah,
fence.
I'm not.
the stupid
like-
walk?
The walk kills
a
it.
friend
I don't
of
mind
ours.
that at all. I don't mind that at all. That's it's at least a little bit of personality. It's giving you something, but you're not getting anything else except for this is another big dude, someone to dethrone Brock Lesnar and be the next Brock Lesnar. So you're gonna need someone to talk for him, unless he could talk. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
but you need someone to talk for him, and it's just some big beast, the new beast.
Yeah.
He's the next big thing.
Yeah,
Honestly.
It's just stupid. How do I want to say this? Because I'm thinking it, so I have to say it.
You can say I hate wrestling. We
No,
get it.
no, like I'm annoyed with the. I think what it is that they try too hard to give a payoff to fans every single week. Like, it's okay to let it build, man.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need a song that everybody can sing and hum and scream. Like, sometimes we like. I
Don't
wanna
be talking shit about Kit Wilson. All right.
Oh, sure.
Really?
Like, I don't.
I love Kit Wilson. I love it.
I'm not there
Right,
yet.
right.
I'm not there yet on him.
Like, it's
He's
just.
got Disco Inferno,
Ooh,
Alex Wright,
Well said.
like vibes.
That's
Yeah.
dude. You can say, "Wow, that's actually really accurate."
The fact that they need the Miz to be with him like tells you a lot. You know, I think.
I think they
'Cause
dropped
someone,
the ball.
someone. Well, but then I think he's dropping the ball maybe
I think
because
he is
someone
right now.
with that personality and that, I don't know if you want to say charisma or willingness to go that extra mile
Yeah.
to do that type of character, he should be Miz free. He should
I
be.
agree.
He should
He's
be
Adam
Paul
Rose
Heyman
without
free.
the lemons.
He shouldn't have to have that mentor. He should just go out there and do it. A lot of people want to compare him to Shawn Michaels from the Rockers to the Heartbreak Kid. They want to make that comparison, but it's not there.
Oh, that's
It's not
that's
there.
too far.
No,
from that.
he's not even Marty Jannetty.
No, that's
Hit
the,
you
and
with the
that's
drop
the problem.
kick?
That's right.
That's the problem. He's
Yeah.
out there. He's Marty Jannetty out there with like Coco Beware, hoping to take some of Coco's shine.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, like it just. I don't know. They need to
Throwing
let
the Birdman
things-
under the bus like that.
I liked Coco Beware. I mean, there was nothing to the gimmick except for he had a bird.
They
and
just
all
need
you
to
need.
let stuff
dyed his
build.
hair. That was.
What more
Yeah.
could you ask for?
But back then, what else did you need? You know.
Yeah, they need to let stuff build. That's my main thing. Like, why am I going to watch from week to week? Like, it's everything gets solved. And if it is a long-term build, it's because it's Randy Orton and it's something that happened 15 years ago. And unless you know, you don't know. And then you don't care.
Yeah, but don't you watch the vignettes before the match
No.
where they recap shit for you?
No, because
In
usually
case you don't know.
Well,
No,
no.
he doesn't watch, so he can be cynical of the match.
No. Because that's usually if you have to pay the extra for that. Because
For the vignette?
Yeah, because commercials play up until they walk out.
I don't watch the full shows.
They don't show the
Very
vignettes
rare.
anymore on pay-per-view.
A lot of
you
times
have to pay
going-
extra for it.
Going
Really?
back,
Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah, you're telling me.
That's insane.
Because I won't watch every week. I'll watch the highlights here and there. But for the pay-per-view, for like the end is near, like that kind of thing, for like the vignettes, yeah, no, those play, and I gotta watch, Kofi Kingston convince us not to go to buy Cricket Wireless, or that Xavier Woods is hungry. That's why he's actually an old woman who needs a Snickers.
Those
So
are vital
in the-
things.
While those are playing, they're playing the vignettes.
Yes.
Oh,
And then they
that's
come
garbage.
back, and then it's like Michael Cole sitting here over-explaining things, but he's saying it too, there's no pacing to it, and the match has already started, and it's like, no.
Jake, what do you like in wrestling? Because it doesn't seem like a whole lot.
No, I like a lot in wrestling, but it's the product isn't good right now. It's scattered. It's not focused.
Yeah, but I think it's a sign of the times. Because I think a lot of people are scattered and unfocused and on their phones the entire time.
Well, their job is to
And
not be
it's
that.
the instant gratification that we always want to have.
Yeah.
That's why you're constantly scrolling. That's why a lot of people probably consume the product that way. They probably make that or have extremely insane high numbers on social media.
Well, yeah, they do.
That compared to people actually watching the full show.
Yeah.
And how many people like me, when they put Netflix on, bring up Raw, fast forward through a bunch of shit just to see the matches you want,
Right.
Or oh shit, there's Danhausen.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean,
that's
that's why I watch the highlights of it mostly. I don't even watch the show. I watch the highlights. I don't know. I think of how cool it was to watch that build. Like there's nobody that's like new. That's okay,
it was
Kit Wilson.
me, Austin.
Right, like there's nothing like that now, and I guess that's kind of what sucks because it's like
Well, they tried that with the whole Masked Man bit that they overused.
yeah, but they
for
overdid.
Oh,
it.
yeah.
6 months or
That was rough.
however long it was.
Every other day there's a masked man. It's like, come on, like that. But
and then
that's
it's
what
revealed to be this guy, and now there's a new Masked Man.
Yeah.
And it's this
but
guy.
wait, there's more. Like, yeah, it's
Like that
It's
Masked Man
goofy.
gimmick. I mean, see, that's kind of like the first hour gimmick. Like going back to like the
Yeah.
Monday Night Wars.
Yeah.
We had that first hour,
Yeah.
WCW, where they're just, putting out like the cruiserweights.
I was gonna
and
say
the
you're watching
young up-and-coming.
Funaki, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But that's where you first saw Chris Benoit and Dean Malenko,
Eddie
and
Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero, the LWO, Light Cheating Steel. Come on, Eddie Guerrero was
but, like,
fantastic.
but that's what I-
WCW,
but that's
and
what I mean
WWF,
too.
but-
Like there's not that build anymore,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It just sucks. Like it's hard for me to be.
You're not.
Like,
you don't.
I'm not invested.
Yeah, you don't get invested. It's
Beca-
not grabbing you.
Yeah, like I can't get invested. It's like, all right, it's kind of like with football. Like the Browns suck, so I'll watch the game. I'm like, okay, whatever.
But the Browns have always sucked.
Well, and that's why I'm not invested. But if I watch a good game where I know that like it's going to be a good back and forth, I get invested into the game. I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, let's go. And same with a good match. Like I'll be like, all right, these two are having a good match. Let's fucking go. This is cool. But it's just, I don't know the people because I don't know the build. I don't want to have to watch.
Because you don't watch it.
Well, yeah, but
Because you hate wrestling.
no, shut up. But I don't want to have to watch on a Wednesday to understand what's going on a Monday, so that I can
Yes.
understand what happens on
No,
Friday.
that's
Yeah, no.
true.
That's crazy.
And it's not all in one place either.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like
yeah.
depending like where's SmackDown? I never watched SmackDown, but where is it? Like where do you got to go to watch?
Last time I
SmackDown?
watched it was on Fox.
Is it Fox?
It's not on Fox anymore.
I gave up with them doing that. I
Mm-hmm.
bought fucking Surfshark just so I can watch it all on Netflix. Literally, I'm like, I'll fucking send it to Vancouver and watch it all on Netflix. 'cause
No
I'm-
kidding.
Yeah, I'm
But
done
like,
trying.
but that's what I mean though. Like it's I shouldn't have to watch NXT to know who's going to be on Raw and then who's going to be on SmackDown, and then now you add TNA into it because TNA has a working relationship. So who is Joe Henry? When can I watch him? Is he on NXT? Is he TNA? Is he on Raw? Is he on SmackDown? Where is he at? We
That's
don't know.
a gimmick
Nobody
I don't
knows.
get. The Joe Hendry.
It ran its course real quick.
It was
That's
really
what it
good
seemed
at
like to
first.
me. That's what it seemed like to me. But I don't know. Maybe I missed shit.
I liked it. I was really into it. It was funny. But even when it was going on, I'm like, I don't know where we go after the initial.
Yeah, I mean,
He
for
has
me,
a weird turn.
it hit.
Is he face heel?
Yeah, he's face.
Okay, so maybe a heel turn they can
Yeah.
do something.
It's just
else.
all downtones. Say his name. He
Yeah.
And he
appears.
leaves.
But like, for me, the
Okay.
Joe Hendry thing. That
Then you
like,
get the crowd chanting Joe Hendry
Yeah, just walks
every
out.
single
Right.
week. Oh, he's just hi.
for me, it
You know
topped
what?
out at
Hendry,
WrestleMania.
he's
I'm
out.
into it. I'm into it.
Yeah, like for me, it topped out at WrestleMania. The RKO, the turning around, like that was good. And then after that, like,
That
Yeah,
was
that was
good.
But if you wanted to know, this is what I mean. If you wanted to know who Joe Hendry was, you had to watch TNA, which is on what I think a Tuesday, or you had to watch NXT, which is on a Wednesday, to understand who he is when he's on Raw on Monday. Excuse me?
Here's what's really bugging me.
I don't real quick. I don't have 15 hours a week to dedicate to wrestling.
Well, start.
That's
Quit your job. Watch wrestling.
You know?
that is a problem.
Yeah.
Gunther. I think him doing the career killer gimmick is the only thing that saves Gunther at the moment.
Yeah.
And now he's just fighting Seth Rollins for no reason. It kills it. What's the fucking point?
Well, you want to know?
They kind of ran their course with him for
Yeah.
now, so he's kind of being put a little bit on the back
Yeah.
burner, but still visible.
Yeah.
You know, they'll bring him back.
He'll retire.
I
Brock.
have the ultimate example of just stomping momentum and just making it so that this person is not even interesting anymore. Rhea fucking Ripley. Rhea Ripley was great. She had the Dom stuff going on, the Liv Morgan stuff going on, all of that, and even after that, she was doing okay, and then it just dropped off.
It
Did
was
she
all
get
dumb.
hurt?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's back now.
Okay. Well, you got to rebuild.
She's been back for a while.
Really? Okay. I don't know.
It was all downhill after Dom for me.
Really.
Yeah.
It
Dirty
was
Dom.
honestly.
Dirty Dom
it
made
really
Dirty
was.
Dom.
That's the guy. Talk about fucking momentum killing. Got the biggest pop at Mania last year, won the IC, and did nothing with him all year.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's just, and I mean, this is just a sign of the times. The company got too big, and things are just getting lost, and it's just not fun anymore because they're the only ones. AEW's nowhere near them.
No.
And that sucks.
Yeah.
AEW was rocking pretty good there for a minute.
I wanted to like AEW so bad, and like the first 2 years were really good.
Yeah.
And then they just started doing
Well,
all the niche shit.
We went to what? It was the first show they had in Cleveland.
First Cleveland one, and then we went to Beach Blast or whatever.
Right, and then
Yeah,
that
I was at that
WCW?
one. Yeah, it was like in
it,
middle of winter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Lake Erie.
when,
on the
when he
beach.
was like, "We're gonna go to the most beautiful places I know, Cleveland," but like that show was insanely packed.
that was Cody's last match.
That was Cody's last match. That was against
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara. Then you had Moxley and
What
CM
happened
Punk.
to Sammy?
He got
Did he
into
get
some
hurt,
trouble
or-
outside the
Oh,
ring.
did
Did
he?
he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, he had a kid.
I knew he had a kid.
Yeah, he had a kid. There were some
I
stuff.
thought he got hurt, but I
some
didn't
stuff
know.
got brushed up from the past.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
And Tony kind of held him out because there was a lot of heat there.
I
know that he's back
liked
now.
Sammy Guevara, like the potential in
he
that
had a lot of
kid.
potential.
I do have a really cool story.
He
with
can have a good
AEW,
redemption
though.
arc then, maybe.
Maybe. So, a buddy of ours, well, Double A, you know Double A.
Yeah.
JR was in at the fan talking. He ended up getting tickets from JR. Two of the coolest things I ever got to see. A friend of mine going to the ticket window, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we got tickets." And they're like, "All right, what's the name?" And he gives them the name, and he's like, "Nope, not seeing that one. Who saved him for you?" And to be able to hear my buddy from broadcasting school say, "Good old JR." And I said, "That's the coolest thing ever."
That's
and they
awesome.
go, "Oh, absolutely. Yep." Opens up the envelope. "Yep, here you go. Your ticket." So we're sitting like second row to the ring. So we're right there. Billy Gunn's in there. This is when he was with his kids. This was the
Yes,
Ass
boys.
Boys. And they're getting ready to wrestle. And I tell Double A, I go, as soon as that bell rings, we got to scream, like yell at the top of our lungs, "Oh, you didn't know." We got to, because he's going to be able to hear us. So you hear the ding, 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 and it's quiet, and you just hear, "Oh, you didn't know?" Loud, because we both got voices that carry. He stops. They're about to tie up. He stops, and he looks, he goes, "All right, that's pretty good. That's all right. That's pretty good." And we're like, "Hell yeah, dude." Billy Gunn acknowledged us. His kid runs
That's
over,
awesome.
and he goes, "Oh my God, you guys are so funny." "Not, sit your fucking ass down." Like right in our face. And I'm like, okay, like that. But that's when AEW was really good, because they had that right mix of indie show with professional show.
Yeah.
Where you felt like anything could happen, but it's still a professional company. and then it just all.
So you mean before Cody left?
No, Cody was gone at that point. Yeah, no, Cody was gone. I think. Hold on, let me think. Yeah, no, Cody was gone then.
I don't remember. There's
Cody
not
would have
much
been gone.
that really came out of AEW that I kind of was
Jericho's good.
like,
There.
Jericho, of course.
Yeah, Jericho's good.
Inner
there.
Circle, Jericho Appreciation Society, like that was all good. Hi guys.
Yeah.
That's still good.
Yeah,
that's still good.
MJF had a lull when they kept doing the
Yeah,
face,
not
heel,
really a
face heel.
Fan of MJF. Like he takes it too over the top. Like it's like he's trying too hard. It doesn't necessarily seem natural to me all the time.
I noticed it when Punk was there, and I'm a Punk guy.
Mm-hmm.
Punk's my dude. And when MJF and Punk had their feud, I really started to notice every MJF match is just, hey, let's reference this match from '92.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's reference the Bret Hart Shawn match.
Yeah, it's almost like
Every
he's
fucking
stuck
match.
in a program. He's stuck in an outline where this is what I've got to do.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is he's a mark.
He's a fucking
They're
mark.
all marks. They're all marks. They wouldn't be in the business if they weren't a mark.
Fire me, you fucking mark.
They're all marks. We're all marks. Sitting here on a Friday night having a conversation about wrestling.
I don't know.
We're
I
fucking
think
marks.
I think Jordan's a stan.
I think you're a fucking stooge.
I'll be a stooge. I love the Three Stooges.
Maybe a stash.
That's funny. Are we out of time?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
We've been out of time
We've
for a
been-
minute. Yeah.
All right. Well,
It's been over for an hour.
Yeah.
You got the nerve to talk to me, of all people, like that. Don't you got some action figures to go play with? Mark-ass stooge, an indie nerd. God!
The preceding program was a WSRR radio production.